Hello. Apparently, I have a setting problem that I'm going to get fixed. Mhm. Okay. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think that part's working, but I don't care. Hope you had a good evening, good day, Saturday. How about we start with some Prairie Oyster songs? Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, or maybe even some Prairie Oyster and Jim Croce. Louisiette, you're so fine, sweetest one on the whole French line. Louisiette, won't you be true? Louisiette, oh Louisiette, girl, I love you. Eyes that shine like the midnight sun. And just one look, and my heart's undone. Dancing feet at the fade do. The way she moves just makes me want more. Louisiette, you're so fine, sweetest one on the whole French line. Louisiette, won't you be true? Louisiette, oh Louisiette, girl, I love you. Louisiette, oh Louisiette, girl, I love you. Something happens to me every time I watch her dance. Fiddles playing as she moves and sways. Louisiette, I bet you if you let me have a chance, well, I know I could steal your heart away. If I had a penny for every time she looked my way, I wouldn't have a dime. But my love is strong and pure. One day she will be mine, and that's for sure. Louisiette, you're so fine, sweetest one on the whole French line. Louisiette, won't you be true? Louisiette, oh Louisiette, girl, I love you. Louisiette, oh Louisiette, girl, I love you. Louisiette, my sweet Louisiette, girl, I love you. How about One Precious Love? Again by Prairie Oyster. I've been waiting for so long, 5 days till you get back home. I'm so glad you'll be back soon. 4 walls in my lonely room. Nobody wants you like I do. 3 little ones, I love you, and I know you love me too. 2 hearts and I know are true. 5 days till you get back home. 4 walls in my lonely room. 3 little words, baby, I love you. 2 hearts that I know are true. 5 days, 4 walls, 3 words, 2 hearts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, precious love. I know what I'm counting for, but I don't have to count no more. 'Cause I know that you'll be with me from 1 until eternity. 5 days, 4 walls, 3 words, 2 hearts. 5 days, 4 walls, 3 words, 2 hearts. 5 days, 4 walls, 3 precious words. 5, excuse me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 precious love. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 precious love. We learned the hard way. Love's not always easy. Nothing worth having ever came around that way. Oh, but we never ran when the rain started falling. That's why we're standing in the sunshine today. We just love and keep loving, dream and keep dreaming, walk and keep walking, though the road may get rough. Hold and keep holding on to each other, always believing, always work for us. Now we never say never, and we never say die. Now that's not to say that we never cried. Against all the odds, we made it somehow, and I can't imagine giving up now. We just love and keep loving, dream and keep dreaming, walk and keep walking, though the road may get rough. Hold and keep holding on to each other, always believing, always work for us. Always believing, always work for us. Okay, I can't remember how this song goes. Running on a one-way track. Hey, Google, play One Way Track by Prairie Oyster. Hello? Oh. Hey, Google, stop playing. Billy was born in a prairie storm. Dust turned the whole world dark. Dad left home a month before and promised he'd be back. He said, I can't make a living out of farming dust. Ain't no other job around here. Then he turned and climbed aboard the train as she fought back the tears. When the dust had settled on her dreams, months had turned to years. Working fingers to the bone, left no time for tears. Still, every time she heard that whistle blow, her mind went racing back to the train that left that prairie town, running on a one-way track. She knew he was his father's son, so it came as no surprise when Billy said, I'm heading west to see the ocean meet the sky. He said, I won't be long, mama, don't you cry. But she knew better than that. Every train that leaves a prairie town is running on a one-way track. Every train that leaves a prairie town is running on a one-way track. With his nose to the window of that high-balling train, thundering across the prairies like a hurricane. Through the mountains out to the Pacific shore, life will never be the same no more. Now late at night when the city sleeps, he swears he sometimes hears a soft wind through the prairie grass, a sweet voice in his ear. But as Billy stumbles through the night, he knows there ain't no turning back. Every train that leaves a prairie town is running on a one-way track. Every train that leaves a prairie town is running on a one-way track. She awoke one morning to a knock on her door, 6 months to the day. He said, I hate to have to bear the news, your son has passed away. She was there at the station when the train rolled in, bringing Billy back. Every train that leaves a prairie town is running on a one-way track. Running on a one-way track. Running on a one-way track. There's only one moon in the sky above. There's only one word, and the word is love. There's only one heart that beats for you. There's only one thing that I know is true. I hope you know it too. Know that I love you. There's only two hearts that can hold you tight and keep you warm through the long dark night. There's only two eyes that can see all of the love that there could be. Can't you see it too? See that I love you. There's only so long that I can wait. Don't let me down. Don't hesitate. There's only three words that I got to say, and you've been hearing them every day. But I'm gonna say them one more time, 'cause I believe you can still be mine. Won't you say them too? Say that I love you. There's only so long that I can wait. Please don't let me down. Don't hesitate. There's only three words that I got to say, and you've been hearing them every day. I'm gonna say them one more time, 'cause I believe you can still be mine. Won't you say them too? Say that I love you, 'cause you know it's true. You know that I love you. Hmm? Hmm? All right. How about a little Jim Croce? Well, the south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Now, Leroy, more than trouble. You see, he's standing about 6'4". All the downtown ladies call him treetop lover. All the men just call him sir. And it's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Now Leroy, he a gambler, and he likes his fancy clothes. And he likes to wave his diamond rings on everybody's nose. He got a custom Continental. He got an Eldorado too. He got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun. He got a razor in his shoe. And it's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Now Friday, about a week ago, Leroy shooting dice. And at the edge of the bar sat a girl named Doris, and ooh, that girl looked nice. Well, he cast his eyes upon her, and the trouble soon began. And Leroy Brown learned a lesson about messing with the wife of a jealous man. And it's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole downtown. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, the two men took to fighting, and when they pulled them off the floor, Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. And it's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. I said he's better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Let's try this one. I'm not really sure what the tune is. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away, just to spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like a treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that could never come true, the box would be empty except for the memory of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you want to do once you find them. I've looked around enough to know that you're the one I want to go through time with. Oh, I put this one in here, but I've never tried it. Let's give it a go. Well, I just got out of the county prison doing 90 days for non-support. Tried to find me in an executive position, but no matter how smooth I talked, they wouldn't listen to the fact that I was a genius. The man said we got all that we can use. Now I got them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. Well, I should be sitting in an air-conditioned office in a swivel chair, talking some trash to the secretary, saying, hey, mama, come on over here. Instead, I'm stuck here rubbing these fenders with a rag. Instead, I'm stuck here rubbing these fenders with a rag, walking home in soggy old shoes. I got the steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. You know, a man of my ability, he should be smoking on a big cigar. But till I get myself straight, I guess I'll just have to wait in my rubber suit rubbing these cars. Well, all I can do is shake my head. You might not believe that it's true. For working on this in the Niagara Falls in an undiscovered Howard Hughes. So, baby, don't expect to see me with no double martini in any highbrow society news. 'Cause I got them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. So, baby, don't expect to see me with no double martini in a highbrow society news. 'Cause I got them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. I got them steadily depressing, low down mind messing, working at the car wash blues. Okay, one more Jim Croce. Uptown got its hustlers, the Bowery got its bums. On 42nd Street got Big Jim Walker, he's a pool shooting son of a gun. Yeah, he's big and dumb as a man can come, but he's stronger than a county horse. And when the bad folks all get together at night, you know they all call Big Jim boss just because. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. No, 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 no. Well, out of South Alabama came a country boy. Oh, now, out of South Alabama came a country boy. He said, I'm looking for a man named Jim. I'm a pool shooting boy. My name is Willie McCoy. But down home, they call me Slim. Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He's driving a drop-top Cadillac. Last week he took all my money, and it may sound funny, but I come to get my money back. Everybody say, Jack, you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. Well, a horse fell over the pool room. Jimmy come bopping off the street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that wasn't bloody were the soles of the big man's feet. He was caught in 100 places and was shot in a couple more. And you better believe they sung another kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. Now they say you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. You don't mess around with Slim. You don't mess around with Slim. How about a Travis Tritt? I can't hide the way I feel about you anymore. I can't hold the hurt inside, keep the pain out of my eyes anymore. My tears no longer waiting. My resistance ain't that strong. My mind keeps recreating a love with you alone. And I'm tired of pretending that I don't love you anymore. Let me make one last appeal to show you how I feel about you. Mm-hmm. 'Cause there's no one else, I swear, holds a candle anywhere next to you. Mm-hmm. My heart can't take the beating, not having you to hold. A small voice keeps repeating deep inside my soul. It says I can't keep pretending that I don't love you anymore. I've got to take the chance, don't let it pass by. If I expect to get on with my life, my tears no longer waiting. Oh, my resistance ain't that strong. Oh, my mind keeps recreating a love with you alone. And I'm tired of pretending that I don't love you anymore. That I don't love you anymore. How about this one? I sit here surrounded by people and lies, alone with my drink at the bar. You've been here forever, so clear in my mind. I just don't know where you are. But I know I'll find you, and girl, till I do, this is my love song for you. Let's hold hands on the porch swing under the moon, while the wind through the willows plays us a tune. We can lie on a blanket out back in the yard and wish for our future on a faraway star, and you'll feel the passion as time after time I press your sweet lips to mine. We can dance to the radio right up till dawn, till you drift off to dream in my arms. You might be hundreds or more miles away. You might be just down the street. But there'll be a hunger deep in your eyes that I'll recognize when we meet. And it might take hours or it might take years, but this is the song you will hear. Let's hold hands on the porch swing under the moon while the wind through the willows plays us a tune. We can lie on a blanket out back in the yard and wish for our future on a faraway star, and you'll feel the passion as time after time I press your sweet lips to mine. We can dance to the radio right up till dawn, till you drift off to dream in my arms. We can dance to the radio right up till dawn, till you drift off to dream in my arms. How about Foolish Pride? She stayed up all night and cried into her pillow and fought off the urge to just break down and call. Last night to find the fault seemed so darn easy, but now who's to blame don't matter much at all. She thinks if she calls him, it just shows weakness. So the heart goes on with every tear she's cried. And it's sad to see a good love fall to pieces. Chalk another heartbreak up to foolish pride. Turn out the lights, the competition's over. The stubborn souls are the losers here tonight. And while the bridges burn, another hard lessons learned. As in the ashes, passion slowly dies. And this romance goes down to foolish pride. He walks the floor and punches, no. He relives every word they spoke in anger. He walks the floor and punches out the wall. To apologize to her would be so simple. But instead he cries, I'll be damned if I'll crawl. If he loses her, he's lost his best friend. And more than just a lover can provide. So he wrestles with emotions that defeat him. Chalk another love lost up to foolish pride. Turn out the lights, the competition's over. The stubborn souls are the losers here tonight. Yeah, and while the bridges burn, another hard lessons learned. As in the ashes, passion slowly dies. And this romance goes down to foolish pride. Chalk another love lost up to foolish pride. How's this song go again? Bobby played his guitar on the harder side of town, where it's hard for a poor boy to find the money. He had dedication, he had the heart and soul, or somehow knew he was born to play. When people said, get a real job, support your family, 'cause there's no future in the road you're taking. He never said a word, the dreamer just kept on. Late at night you could hear him sing. He said, I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. The road was a struggle. It took him 10 years to the top. But now he's number one on the stage and radio. Still, he can't believe how people come from miles around. When it seems like only yesterday he would say, I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your heart and dollar I will. Bobby played his hometown one full moon August night when I heard a voice in the front row singing. It was a sandy-haired rebel boy with the same old hungry eyes. He looked up at Bobby and said, I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. I'm gonna be somebody. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. You know I will. I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. I'm gonna be somebody someday. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. You can bet your hard-earned dollar I will. More Travis. I got rice cooking in the microwave. I got a 3-day beard that I don't plan to shave. It's a goofy thing that I just gotta say. I think I'm doing all right. Yeah, I think I'll make me some homemade soup. I'm feeling pretty good, and that's the truth. It's neither drink nor drug induced. No, I think I'm doing all right. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. But there's hard times in the neighborhood. But why can't every day be just this good? It's been 15 years since I left home. I said good luck to every seed I'd sown. Give it my best and then I let it alone. I hope they're doing all right. Now I look in the mirror and what do I see? A lone wolf there standing back at me. Long in the tooth but harmless as can be. Lord, I guess he's doing all right. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. I know there's hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good? Sometimes it's lonely, and sometimes it's only me and the shadows that fill this room. No. Sometimes it's lonely, sometimes it's only me and the shadows that fill this room. Sometimes I'm failing and desperately calling, howling at the moon. Well, I might go get me a new tattoo or take my old Harley on a 3-day cruise. Might even grow me a Fu Manchu. And it's a great day to be alive. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes. But there's hard times in the neighborhood. Why can't every day be just this good? And it's a great Day to be alive, you know, sun's still shining when I close my eyes. There's some hard times in the neighborhood, but why can't every day be just this good? All right, well, that was not bad for a first time. It's going to get better after I sang it like 50. Okay, how's this one go? Hard times in the land of plenty. Huh. Hey, Google, play Hard Times in the Land of Plenty by Travis Tritt. Oh. Today, Omar. Hey, Google, stop playing. All right, something like this, I guess. Some people have, some people have not. Some got a little, some got a lot. And poor people crying because they ain't got a dime. They're left standing in a welfare line. Hard times in the land of plenty. Some got it all and the rest ain't got any. The tax man says you got to pay more money. And when you're already broke, you know that jaws ain't funny. You got to rob Peter and pay back Paul. You used to stand up straight, but now you gotta crawl. Hard times in the land of plenty. Hard times in the land of plenty. Hard times in the land of plenty. Some got it all and the rest ain't got any. Nobody knows when your money's gone. The future look dark when your credit's blown. You gotta hustle to stay alive. You gotta be on top if you wanna survive. Hard times in the land of plenty. Some got it all and the rest. Hard times in the land of plenty. Some got it all and the rest I ain't got any. Some got, oh, okay, something like that. That's actually Omar and the Howlers, not Travis Tritt. This is Travis Tritt. You say you were wrong to ever leave me alone. Now you're sorry, you're lonesome and scared. And you say you'd be happy if I could just come back home. Well, here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Call someone who listens that might give a damn. Maybe one of your sordid affairs. But don't you come round here handing me none of your lies. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Girl, I thought what we had could never turn bad. So you're leaving and call me unaware. But the fact is you've run. Girl, that can be undone. So here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Call someone who listens that might give a damn. Maybe one of your sordid affairs. But don't you come round here handing me none of your lies. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. How's this song go? Oh, man. Where would we be without the love of a woman standing beside her man, even when he's wrong? The truth. Oh, hey, Google, play Love of a Woman by Travis Tritt. Hey, Google, stop playing. My baby knows me better than I do. Funny how a woman has that over a man. I can do anything with her beside me. Leaning on her's where I make my stand. Where would we be without the love of a woman? Hey, Google, stop playing. Travis is trying to help me. Where would we be without the love of a woman? Standing behind her man even when he's wrong. The true, pure, and dying love of a woman makes a man a fool to think he can make it alone. My daddy was a wild one when he was younger. Everybody told my mama he'd be hard to tame. Full of himself, he said, son, to nobody. But you ought to see him coming running when mama calls his name. Where would we be without the love of a woman? Standing behind a man even when he's wrong. The true, pure, undying love of a woman makes a man a fool to think he can make it alone. Man goes crazy trying to catch his feelings. Too much pride, or maybe the words come out wrong. But that's okay, 'cause he's still her hero. Steady as a rock, her love keeps rolling on. Where would we be without the love of a woman? Standing behind a man even when he's wrong. The true, pure, undying love of a woman makes a man a fool to think he can make it alone. Makes a man a fool to think he can make it alone. Okay, how about... Oh, I remember this song. Well, it's a long way to Richmond, rolling north on 95, with a redhead riding shotgun and a pistol by my side, tearing down that highway like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, that's not quite it. We met at a truck stop, Johnson City, Tennessee. I was gassing up my fire, and I heard her calling me. Said, which way you headed, boy? Do you need some company? She had me stopping at a Quick Mart. Had her stopping at a Quick Mart before we made it out of town. Next, she was running at me, telling me to lay that hammer down. 'Cause there's a man behind me doing the best to slow me down. It's a long way to Richmond, rolling north on 95, with a redhead riding shotgun and a pistol by my side, tearing down that highway like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Well, we pulled up to a motel in the middle of the night. We were counting all the money and smoking stolen Marlboro Lights. Lord, we never saw 'em coming till they read us both our rights. Yeah, it's a long way to Richmond, rolling north on Highway 95. With the sheriff right beside me, pistol pointed at my side. Oh, Lord, such a disappointing ending for this modern day Bonnie and Clyde. All right, obviously I didn't know that song very well. Next. Oh, this song I know well. Only you can make this world seem right. Only you can make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone can thrill me like you do and fill my world with love for only you. Only you can make this change in me. Lord, it's true. You are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true, my one and only you. Only you can make this world seem right. Only you can make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone can thrill me like you do and fill my world with love for only you. Only you can make this change in me. Lord, it's true. You are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true, my one and only you. You're my dream come true, my one and only you. There was a time I could drink my cares away and drown out all of the heartaches that hurt me night and day. When the thought of you came crashing through, I'd have one more. But now the whiskey ain't working anymore. I need one good honky tonk angel to turn my life around. That's a reason enough for me to lay this old bottle down. A woman willing, that's what I'm looking for. 'Cause the whiskey ain't working anymore. They knew my name at every bar in town, and they knew all of the reasons why I was coming round, round, round. 'Cause in my mind, peace I'd find when they'd start to pour. But now the whiskey ain't working anymore. I need one good honky tonk angel to turn my life around. There's a reason enough for me to lay this old bottle down. Well, a woman willing, Lord, that's what I'm looking for. 'Cause the whiskey ain't working anymore. Lord, the whiskey ain't working anymore. All righty. Let's go to something else now. Enough, Travis. How's about what would be good to sing now? Pretty woman walking down the street, pretty woman. You know the kind I like to meet, pretty woman. Oh no. Oh yeah, let's do this instead. Sad tale. But in the end, James gives to Red Molly his most prized possession. There's the word. Says Red Molly to James, well, that's a fine motorbike. A girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. It's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. and they pulled her on behind, and down to Box Hill they did ride. Said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand. But I tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For I fought with the law since I was 17. I robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. Now I'm 21 years, I might make 22, and I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McQuaid, for they taken young James 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast hit his chest, left nothing inside. Oh, come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road. He was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry and said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Nortons and Indians and Greaveses won't do. Oh, they don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. Well, he reached for her hand and he slipped her the keys. He said, I got no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to ride. And he gave her his Vincent to ride. How about a Band of Heathen song? What's it called again? Let Your Heart Not Be Troubled. That's a gooder. Do, do, do. When you think you've seen it all, through tears in your eyes, your head hanging low, the moon on the rise. Well, I think of you, yeah, I pray for you. May your days pass like Sundays, may your nights lay you down. Let your heart not be troubled. Cast your doubts to the wind. Lay your chains in the rubble. Let your heart not be troubled. Let your heart not be troubled. Let your heart not be troubled anymore. Well, your bed sheets grow cold every now and again. Each stone in the road, a place where we've been. But where are we now? Tell me, where are we now? Lay your dreams on my pillow. We'll get there somehow. Let your heart not be troubled. Cast your doubts to the wind. Lay your chains in the rubble. Let your heart not be troubled. Let your heart not be troubled. Let your heart not be troubled anymore. How about some Fabulous Thunderbirds? I would walk 10 miles on my hands and knees. Ain't no doubt about it, baby, it's you I aim to please. I'd wrestle with a lion and a grizzly bear. It's my life, baby, boy. I don't care, ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? For you, baby, I would swim the sea. Nothing I do for you is too tough for me. I'd put out a burning building with a shovel and some dirt and not even worry about getting hard. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? And for you, baby, I would swim the sea. Nothing I do for you is too tough for me. I put out a burning building with a shovel and some dirt and not even worry about getting hurt. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? How about by the Five-Man Electric Band? I sat down in front of my TV set. This fellow said, this is what you get for $1 a week and $1 down. You can drive this car anywhere in this town. You can take it on the highway, check out the tires, leave it in the driveway and check out the wires. If it's not what your heart desires, I tell you what I'm gonna do. Take it on a 10-day trial. And if you don't like what you see, you can bring it on back in a while and get your money back guarantee. Whoa. Well, I took me for a walk and I heard this racket. There was some dude, he was fiddling with a gadget. He said, my new invention will do your chores. Take out your garbage and wax your floors. You just plug it in the wall. It's completely automatic. Hang it in the hallway. You can put it in the attic. I don't need no friction. I don't want no static. I tell you what I'm gonna do and take it on a 10-day trial. And if you don't like what you see, you can bring it on back in a while. Get your money back guarantee. Whoa. Now it's hard to believe this is my love song. I only hope it didn't take too long. The point that I've been building up to is true. Fine, mama, I do love you. And if you open your heart, I think you'll find I'll treat you good and I'll treat you kind. But if my kind of loving ain't on your mind, I tell you what I'm gonna do and take it on a 10-day trial. And if you don't like what you see, you can bring it on back in a while and get your money back guarantee. Whoa. Whoa. This one you might even recognize from the Five-Man Electric Band. Sign, sign, everywhere sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? And the sign said, long-haired freaky people need not apply. So I tucked my hair up under my hat and I went in to ask him why. He said, you look like a fine, upstanding young man. I think you'll do. Then I took off my hat and said, imagine that, me working for you. Oh, sign, sign, everywhere sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do that, don't do that, can you read the sign? Can you read the sign? And the sign said, anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped the fence and I yelled at the house, hey, what gives you the right? You put up a fence to keep me out or to keep all the nature in. If God were here, he'd tell you to your face, man, you're some kind of sinner. Sign, sign, everywhere sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do that, don't do that, can't you read the sign? Can't you read the sign? And the sign said, everybody welcome, come in, kneel down and pray. And when they passed around and played at the end of it all, I didn't have a penny to pay. But I got me a pen and a paper, and I made up my own little sign. I said, thank you, Lord, for thinking about me. I'm alive and doing fine. Oh, sign, sign, everywhere sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do that, don't do that. Can't you read the sign? Can't you read the sign? All right. I only know one more Five-Man Electric Band song, so I'm going to sing it too. A good apology song. Here I am knocking. Oh. Here I am, mama, knocking on your door. And if you let me in, I swear I won't be like I was before. You see, I've been thinking about what you told me, rolling it over in my mind. And much to my surprise, I find you are absolutely right. You've been right all along. You're absolutely right. I was wrong. You're absolutely right. And I was wrong. Now, when you let me in, mama, life's gonna be so fine. We best sitting by that fire and drinking homemade wine. We can laugh and dance and sing and play and love the night away. 'Cause, honey, you are absolutely right. You've been right all along. You're absolutely right, and I was wrong. You're absolutely right, and I was wrong. Now, you know what? Last song. And this is a tender love song. I don't know if you remember an old song called Reunited. I think it was by Peaches and Herb. And it was like, reunited and it feels so good. Something like that. Very, very beautiful song. But basically it's about a couple who's getting back together. They've been separated by time or space or COVID or emotions. And this very night they're getting back together, and it was going to be a glorious reunion. So a little different version of that same kind of sentiment. I'm on a way till the midnight hour. That's when my love come tumbling down. I'm on a way till the midnight hour, when there's no one else around. I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you and do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. I'm on a way till the stars come out and see that twinkle in your eyes. I'm on a way till the midnight hour. That's when my love begins to rise. I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you and do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. I'm gonna take you, girl, and squeeze you and do everything to please you in the midnight hour. Oh, yes, I am. I'm on a way till the stars come out. That's when the twinkle's in your eyes. I'm on a way till the midnight hour. That's when my love begins to rise. I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you and do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. I'm gonna take you, girl, and squeeze you and do everything to please you in the midnight hour. Oh, yes, I am in the midnight hour, just you and me. In the midnight hour, I'm feeling so free. In the midnight hour, in the midnight hour. All righty. Good night. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, there's a whole bunch of comments on here. Oh, my goodness. If you sing Retro Fan 15, if you sing my song, I will follow. Baby by Justin Bieber. Oh, okay. Can I request a song? IDK shirt. Sure. If you're still on, let me know what you're thinking. And then, okay. Damn. You got soul. Oh, thank you so much. That's very nice. Can you stop singing for a second and interact with chat? Yeah, sorry about that. I don't pay much attention to the chat. Can I buy your piece of gum? Yeah, I think it's well used now. I'll sell it to you for cheap now. Eminem, is that you? I'll send you an MP3 file of me beatboxing so you have a beat. Cool. Send it on over. Hello. Okay, somebody was getting a little frustrated that I wasn't talking to him. Sorry about that. We don't want to hear Five Man Electric Band. Sorry. We want Lady Gag. We want Hound Dog. Elvis Presley. Can I request a song? Please, mister. All right. Well, since I'm not quite done yet, how about I do a little Hound Dog? How's it go? You ain't nothing but a hound dog and crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that is just a lie. Oh, they said you was high class, but that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Hey, Gray Mantis 66. You said hi last night, I think, too. Okay, no more Lady Gag. Piece of gum. Where was that other? Was there another song? Oh, no, I guess not. Okay. Cool. You know what? I'm going to do another Elvis song since you got me going on Elvis. As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, another little baby child is born in the ghetto. And his mama cries, 'cause if there's one thing that she don't need, is another little baby child to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? The child needs a helping hand. He'll grow up to be an angry young man someday. And take a look at you and me. Are we too blind? Oh, are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? As the world turns, a hungry little boy with a runny nose plays in the street where the cold wind blows in the ghetto, and his hunger burns. So he starts to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal, and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? The child needs a helping hand. He'll grow up to be an angry young man someday. And take a look at you and me. Are we too blind to see? Or do we simply turn our heads and look the other way? An angry young man, a crowd gathers round an angry young man laying down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. And her young man dies on a cold and gray Chicago morning. Another little baby child is born, and his mama cries. Good night. Hope to see you tomorrow. And you can certainly request a song, and I will try and pay more attention to the